When you are young, it may be hard to believe that God is working in your life. But there was a young girl in the Bible who learned that this is true. The girl had been taken from her home in Israel to become a servant to the wife of Naaman. Naaman was a brave commander in the king's army who had a terrible skin disease called leprosy. The young girl heard the news that Naaman was sick and told Naaman's wife about a man in Israel named Elisha who could help. As soon as Naaman found out about Elisha, he asked the king for permission to go to Israel to see him. Not only did the king say he could go, but he gave Naaman horses and chariots for the journey. When Naaman arrived, he went straight to Elisha's house. Elisha sent Naaman a message through his servant that said, "Go and wash in the Jordan River 7 times. If Naaman did what Elisha had said, he would be healed immediately." At first, Naaman got really angry because Elisha didn't come out to see him in person. Naaman thought the least he could do would be to pray to his God and wave his hand over his skin. Naaman didn't want to listen to Elisha because he didn't understand how bathing in a river, especially 7 times, would make a difference. Naaman's servants convinced him to go down to the Jordan to do what he had been told. As soon as he washed himself 7 times, he was completely healed, just as Elisha had promised. Naaman was so happy that he went back to Elisha and said, "Now I know there is no God anywhere in the world like the one in Israel." The young servant girl may not have realized it, but God was working through her to help heal Naaman. She could have kept the good news about Elisha to herself, but instead she spoke up and helped him meet the one true God who can heal diseases. Even though you may think you're just a kid, God is shaping you and using you to help the people around you. We can know from this story that God promises to work in our lives.
God isn't a mere human. He can't lie. He isn't a human being. He doesn't change his mind. He speaks and then he acts. He makes a promise and then he keeps it. Numbers 23, verse 19. Let's do it one more time all together. Are you guys ready? God isn't a mere human. He can't lie. He isn't a human being. He doesn't change his mind. He speaks and then he acts. He makes a promise and then he keeps it. Numbers 23:19. Okay guys, we're gonna do a little game together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw something on my whiteboard here. And then you're going to guess what it is. These are things from the Bible story. So if you were listening, I'm sure you'll get it really quickly. And I hope you get my drawings. Okay, so here goes the first one. Have you guessed it yet? What do you think? It's a crown. Good. You got it. It's a crown. That's because this story begins with a king from a place called Aram. All right, here's the next one. I think it's a little bit tricky to draw. I hope you guess what it is. If you guess sword, you are right. That's because Naaman was a well-known commander in Aram's army. The king respected Naaman because he was a very brave soldier. Okay, here comes another one. This is so tricky. Okay, I hope you get this one. Okay, guys, here we go. supposed to be chariot. Do you know what a chariot is? A chariot is something someone would stand on it. And I believe a horse would pull the chariot. It kind of looks like a dinosaur, doesn't it? Naaman's wife told Naaman what their youngest servant had said, and Naaman listened to her. He went straight to his king and told them what the girls said about Elisha. Okay, here comes another one. What is that right there? River! A river is important in this story because Naaman went to see Israel's king first, and then he went to Elisha's house. When Naaman got to the door, one of Elisha's messengers told him to go wash in the Jordan River 7 times. After that, his skin disease would be completely healed. Naaman didn't want to do what Elisha suggested at first. He didn't understand how bathing in a river 7 times would actually make a difference. But finally, he decided to listen. Once he did what Elisha had told him to do, his skin was healed and his life was so much better. Thanks guys for playing my little Pictionary game today. Check out this music.
I'm only human, I'm not like you. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. I change my mind, you speak, you act, you keep your promises. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. I'm only human, I'm not like you. I tell a lie, you tell the truth. I change my mind, you speak, you act, you keep your promises. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. Dance, now feel the beat. Everybody rock, get on your feet. I say promise, you say maker, promise, maker, promise, maker. I say promise, you say keeper, promise, keeper, promise, keeper. I say promise, you say maker, promise, maker, promise, maker. I say promise, you say keeper, promise, keeper, promise, keeper. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he's with me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper. He says he loves me, I know he'll always be a promise maker, promise keeper.
EBC kids. Have a wonderful week. Remember, whatever you're going through, whatever trials or whatever joys, God wants to hear all about them. He cares about you and He loves you so much. You are His children and He is your King and your Father. Remember that you can talk to Him anytime you want to, just like I'm talking to you right now. I pray you have an awesome week ahead, and we'll see you next time on Snowed In. Bye.